How to convert a fraction to a decimal. I'm going to start with the easier one here. It tells you to do top in, bottom out. What that means is that you're going to be dividing a 1 into 6. So you set this up to divide with the top number inside, so that's the 1, and the bottom number on the outside. Now you're just going to start dividing. 6 goes into 1 0 times. So because it doesn't go into it one time, what we do is we add a decimal. Now remember to always line up your decimal. And then I can add a 0 here. Now I'm just going to see, does 6 go into 10? Yes, one time. I multiply 1 times 6 is 6, and 10 minus 6 is 4. Now I'm not done because I still have a remainder. So I'm going to add another 0, and I'm going to put my remainder here, 4. 6 goes into 40 6 times. 6 times 6 is 36. 40 minus 36 is 4. So again, I'm going to put my remainder there, and I'm going to keep getting the same remainder because 6 is going to go into 40 6 times, and I'll have a remainder of 4 again, and the process will just keep repeating itself. So what I do is, because just the 6 repeats, I'm going to put the repeating line over the 6. So my answer is 0 and 16/100ths with the 6 repeating. Now let's try a little trickier one. This one has a whole number. Let's try that again. Now let's try a little trickier one. This one has a mixed number. That means it has both a whole number and a fraction part to it. There's two different ways of doing this. We could just leave this as it is. We know that 3 is a whole number because it's in front of the fraction. So we could just leave that as a whole number. Now in terms of decimals, a whole number goes in front of the decimal. So we know it's just going to be 3 point something. And then all we'd have to do is make the 1/5 into a decimal the same way we did over here. So I'm going to divide top number in, bottom number out. 5 goes into 1 0 times. I'm going to add my decimals and a 0. 5 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times 5 is 10, no remainder. But my answer is not 0.2. It's 3.2. The 3 comes from the mixed number, and the 0.2 is from the 1/5. So if I add 3 and 0.2, I get 3.2. Oops, not 3.3. Get 3.2. Another way is you can actually make this into a mixed number first. So what I do is you multiply the denominator times the whole number, 3 times 5, plus 1. So 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16 over 5. Now from here, I'm just going to divide. And we have some of the information already given to us. Again, top number in, bottom number out. We already know how many times 5 is going to go into 16. It's 3. That's from our whole number right here. So it goes 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15. We get a remainder of 1. Now if I stop there, I'm just going to end up with a mixed number again. So what I do is I keep going. I draw a decimal, give it a 0, and then bring my remainder. My remainder was 1, just like it is up here. 5 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times 5 is 10. No remainder. I got the exact same thing through either method. I still get 3.2, which is the same as 0.32.